Reece, how do you replace a player like Shaun Higgins?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, Jules. It's really disappointing for us as a group. We've been going really well, and to lose someone like Shaun's never nice. But we feel as though we've got some good players that are in some pretty good form in the twos, and hopefully we'll be able to cover him in some capacity. You can never replace a Shaun Higgins, but we'll hopefully be able to cover him with one of our younger guys. So,
A couple of names that are in the mix.
Well, we took Curtis Taylor last week as an emergency. He's been in really good form. Taylor Garner is playing some good footy. Paul Ahern, Kyron Hayden, those type of guys, they're going to get an opportunity. So it's really exciting for us, but we'll have to wait until after training to settle that.
Is Jamie McMillan ready to come back in?
No, Jamie's going to miss out again this week. We just thought he might have pushed to get up, but just with the bye, give him the opportunity to really settle it down and really kickstart that second half of the year.
From Heath's perspective, how he's looking forward to this week. What about yourself and coaching against your brother?
Yeah, we've heard a little bit from Heath, haven't we? It's pretty interesting, but look, I'm looking forward to the challenge of playing GWS in Hobart. That's the real key for me this week. Again, we've been playing some good footy, but it's another challenge. They're a really super high quality side, and I'm looking forward to that, and I know the boys are.
Is your brother the most annoying person that you know?
My brother, the most annoying person that I know.
Yeah.
He'd certainly be up there. Yeah, he's one of a kind, my brother. Yeah, he's one of a kind.
He says, I know it's not about your brother, but he said that you never ring him, and you rung him this week. Your dad yesterday said you're best mates and you talk all the time. So where's the truth lie?
That probably sums us up, Jules, to be honest. I haven't spoken to Heath. He's trying to put words in my mouth there, but I've stayed away. I'm very focused on what I need to do and what the boys need to do, and I've really been locked in, and I'm preparing to play a really good team.
I know you are, and fair enough too, but when you see his name on the magnet board and you're trying to plan, is it kind of a weird feeling?
Yeah, it is. He's not only because he's my brother, but he's a bloody good player, and he's done some damage over his time, and I certainly hope that we've put the plans in place so he doesn't do that.
Just in terms of replacing Shaun, is it an opportunity to have a good look at a midfield without him for you guys?
Yeah, there's always opportunity. I think that's right. He's been one of our mainstays for a long time. He's a two-time best and fairest winner, so he's obviously a quality player, but he takes up a position. So now we get the chance to see someone else play in that spot, and whether that again gives Jai and Luke another opportunity to play more football in there remains to be seen, but I think they'll get more of an opportunity for sure.
GWS at their best, will be a handful for anyone, but they've shown that when they're not on, there can be some trouble for them. What's the key to them, especially in a different venue like Hobart, which is a second home for you?
Yeah, you're right. I think they've proven that they are, if not one of the top four sides in the competition. Reasons for that, they've got supreme talent. They've got really good talent across the field, but they work really well together. They know each other's games. They've been playing together for a long time now, so it makes them a really dangerous opponent. But we've also been playing some good footy too, and our defence has been stacking up against the best over the last month, and we know if we can produce that kind of football again, it brings us into the game.
Is that the key for you guys, just bringing that pressure, maybe trying to put them on the back foot at a venue that is foreign to them? Yeah,
I think their contested ball stuff is right up with the top teams. So we'll back ourselves in that area, and we want to match them in that part of the game. So we're looking forward to that challenge, and I think that's going to be a great battle.
Is the venue an advantage for you?
Yeah, I think it is. Ever since I got here, we've talked about playing the venue really well. We've got a good record down there. We had a slip up this year against Sydney, but they played some pretty good footy that night. So we're looking forward to getting our home away from home back on track.
Knocking off a side like GWS would really give you that extra chance to possibly make finals. Do you think of that and how important this game is in that context?
It's a really important game in terms of where we want to go as a footy club. And I know it's a cliche, but I can only take it 1 week at a time. But this week is so important to us, and I'm really looking forward to that challenge of playing GWS at their peak in some pretty good form, and so are we. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a great game.
We all rave about Paddy Cripps, but where would you, given it's his 200th this week, where would you rate Cunnington in that sort of role?
Having the chance to see him firsthand since I've come here, Jules, he's astounded me. He's an absolute beast in the contest, and I think even Gavin Brown said the other day that he's the best contested ball player he's seen in the game, and that's a big rap coming from Rowdy, who's one of the greats of the game himself. And I'd suggest it'd be the case, because he's playing some really super footy. He got heavily tagged last week and still had 31 touches and 14 clearances or whatever it was. So he's just gone to another level, and he's still only a young man, so he's still got a bit of improvement there to go.
Are you enthused by the forward structure with Nick Larkey's sort of introduction helping Ben Brown?
Yeah, it's been a good change. There was obviously times there where we might have thought it might not have worked, but they're really working well together. And if you chuck into that Cam Zurhaar, Mason Wood, you've got Josh Simkin, Kane Turner, these guys playing a role down there. It's really exciting, and I think they're only going to get better. And that's probably the key message from me, is that, yeah, you're going to make mistakes, but keep improving game after game and it'll click.
Bit of a different one. Have you always liked your lollies, or have you upped the ante since you've been a senior coach?
I think the senior coaching took its toll in that first game, Jules. I didn't want to say too much. I wanted to stay calm, and the only way to do that was feed myself with lollies.